Gulf cities, and rather the Gulf countries, however you'd like to call it, literally, as they seek for job opportunities. This comes after our president donated 20 million Kenyan shillings to a church. And the question is, what are these funds always going to church for? And we're discussing this on Monday as we talk about literally some money laundering that is being used, or it's a scheme where they use the churches to actually, of course, money laundering or the money laundering and all that. And it's also a question of why these funds won't be allocated to create job opportunities. What is it? Why is it that we have to transport Africans as much as we can see videos that have been going viral, especially this week? I've bumped into so many videos. Iwaton shared that, I think, on Monday when she was talking about the transportation of where African people, because of job opportunities, literally lacking job opportunities, they are forced to go to this outside country. The desperation, the poverty, literally, is what has led so many African people to go to this country. So basically, that's what we shall focus on as we see 5,000 Kenyans who actually yesterday turned out, and I believe it's more than 5,000, but the numbers, according to what the data collection is, 5,000 Kenyans turned out yesterday as they were applying for these job opportunities, and it is so sad. We're talking about majority of the people who have spent so much money when it comes to education, college. So many people have to sell their lands. Parents have to sell their land.
5,000, Joby. What was the job?
Lifestyle. Pardon?
What was the job?
What was the job?
Yeah, you said 5,000 people turned out. What was the job they were turning out for? What was the
They
job?
were being recruited. They were being recruited to go to this Gulf
Uh,
city. Talking about
oh, shit.
yeah, it was
Wow.
5,000 people that turned out because remember the government. I did report that on Monday. The government said that they're looking forward to launch another new process of recruiting.
Look at again.
Kenyans.
Oh, you see this nowhere but in Africa. See niggas to go be slaves. You don't see this no other country. This is undignified. No other country would even do this to their people. Only African countries do this type of nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, come, Joe. We're sorry, but you don't see one country. I see you don't see it no more. It's out there in Bikini Faso at
Mm-hmm.
all. But
Mm-hmm.
West Africa, hey, we don't know how to build any jobs for nobody, so let's go all be slaves and the countries that people hate and treat you like shit. Let's go do that.
Mm-hmm. It is sad,
Right,
man. It is
out.
this is where actually most of the Africans, the situation or condition they have been forced to actually, take on the route they have been forced to take. And of course, along that, I want to share some few videos of women who have been complaining. I saw another video of a woman who was actually talking about how she was being forced to sleep with animals, of course, also being taken to these other, sexual brothels, if I can call them that, maybe, where they have to sleep with different men. Like, basically, is not what you've been recruited for. Because if the video I'm about to share is coming from Lynn Googie, I know you don't like her for shit, but I'm
No,
sure
I don't just like Lynn Goog. I think she just no. I never said that. I like her like she does. She says she's got that true loving. She's true loving as an app. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand that we have enemies. Everybody's all loving and good and all that shit. There's no perspective with this woman. That's what I don't like. I don't just like her as a person. I just like her delivery. There's no perspective. That's why I like that Natalie Yam lady that Irritan show. She's got perspective. She knows people are enemies. This lady thinks everybody's good and blah blah blah. Everything's great. But I don't dislike her.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna
I
start
don't
with that
I don't
point.
I don't want to tase her or nothing.
Oh my god, okay, I see you. But I want to start with different videos right here, showing literally different women in Gulf countries crying for help. Of course, we've seen different videos. We're talking about not just Kenyans, we have Ugandans, we have Nigerians.
This African people because the African man is a weakling.
Mm-hmm.
This what I want to know why this goes on. We gonna call spade because the African man is seen as a weak, docile, reckless weakling. That's why this happens. That's why you'll see. Why don't you see him
Okay.
doing a bunch of white women like this? Because you're not.
Not all the men. You gotta be specific again. Specifications is very important. Not all the men, because we do have some
The,
men who are still
not
masculine.
the majority. That's why it's the majority. Why you see a bunch of white women being abused like this? Because the white man will go to fucking war.
And of
You don't see a
course,
bunch of white men. You don't see a bunch of white women in these Arab countries getting treated like African women. You know why? Because the white man will go to war.
exactly.
Said, do it again.
I think is where we go back to understanding what we were learning some time back. Power dynamics. Africans have not been taught understanding power dynamics, and we don't
Exactly.
understand the power we hold when it comes to the rest of the world. And due to the lack of history of our where we come from historically to where we ended up being this way and fucked up, is just what makes us not understand the power dynamics. Because in real sense, we're the superior people. This the rest are the inferior people. Literally, we are the superior, but it has been taught the vice versa, where we have to consider ourselves inferior as they consider themselves, as we give them the superiority. And you remember the video I was sharing yesterday? This is what they'll come to Africa and behave with this kind of attitudes and behavior. White people coming and smacking our
Exactly.
women anywhere they want because you feel entitled, and your power dynamic, the power, the white supremacy, no matter where you are, because it's what controls the rest of the African people in the world. You're gonna be
Yep.
protected. You're gonna be protected, and along that, this is why we see. I don't know if you saw, just as I get to share this. I don't know if you saw, that was Elon Musk. I think he said that the murderer of George Floyd should be actually released.
Free. Of
Yeah,
course.
should be free.
They're flexing their power. And I think that because I told you, no, listen, you talking about people, you talking about an animal that's not getting, so they don't have any empathy, any justice. Their thing is white supremacy. They don't believe in justice. They believe in white power, Joe.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
power.
Mm-hmm. So let me
They
share
tell you
this video.
openly, I don't care if George Floyd was murdered or not. I want that white man released to show white power.
Sure. So I want to start with this video right here. This is 3 years ago. Of course, this has been happening over the years. And I remember Iwaton questioning, what are these women supposed to do? On Monday, we're discussing this in the evening. And we said majority of the people, of course, they're not here because they want to. The fact that our countries fail to provide job opportunities to the graduates, to the people who actually have skills in different sectors. Instead, what you see is nepotism, corruption, bribing for you to be able to get into these different organizations or companies, or you have to bend down, pay through using your body, especially for the women. For men, I'm not really sure, but how they have to pay, for them to get job opportunities. But this is one of the reasons, of course, it's our failed
And that,
leadership, of
and have to
corruption.
open, and had to open up their butt cheeks.
Mm. Let me share this as we continue.
Concerns abroad but affecting Kenyans. For thousands of women that board a flight to Saudi Arabia to secure jobs as domestic workers, it is a gamble on whether they will face
And
abuse at the hands of the
pause this for a second, Joe.
the increase in
That's why
reports
the
of
youth,
inhuman.
pause that for a second. All the youth are asking, why are Africans worshiping religions that were given to you by enemies? That Islam shit, that Christian shit. They still treat you like shit, abuse you, rape you, enslave you. The Arabs enslaved the Africans, the cracker enslaved the Africans. Why are you worshiping a religion? What sense does that even make? Shout out to
Can
the
I
youth for finally asking that question.
maybe to answer your question? The youth, of
What?
course, the youth are questioning that right now. But with the
I
video
know.
I'm about to share, where we have among these 5,000 Kenyans who turned up yesterday to apply for this, going for the recruitment of these job opportunities, majority actually at the age of even our parents. Of course, we have the youths, all the mixture of different ages. But if you look at the video clearly, you get to see people the age of our parents who are also trying as much as they can to get these
Oh,
opportunities.
whoa. There were old people. I thought hold on, Joe. There was people your parents' age out there trying to get to Saudi Arabia and
I'm gonna
Dubai and shit.
I'm gonna fuck up your mind even more. So remember when I went
Wow.
home October,
Wow.
in October when I was on a vacation, right? And I
Yeah.
remember my stepmom, they still have that mentality. My stepmom was telling me, I'm looking for a visa. I want to take a passport. If I get these job opportunities in Saudi Arabia or I don't know where, I'm going to go. And I'm like, hey, you are on TikTok right now. I think you should be more educated to see different videos of women how they get tortured in this country. What you've been sold and what you experience there is totally something different. And I was like, are you sure at your age right now, mama, you
No.
want to go to Gulf?
Whoa. You know what? Hey, lady, you're not a young tender thing. They're gonna abuse the shit out your ass.
you know I was like, are you really sure about what you're saying? Because it's not what you see, man. It's not the good images we're sold of. You're gonna get a few dollars or euros, whatever currency they pay you in, and then you come back flexing. Now you've made it. Nah, most of the women are really going through shit. You've seen, of course,
Yep.
shitting on the mouth, they're shitting on the face, they're shitting on the back.
Yep. That's it. An old Negro. You're an old Negro lady. You, oh man, you, man.
So
Oh boy, it ain't gonna end well for you.
So to question why would majority of these people actually go there again, we still have people who do not, don't see anything wrong. And like you said, Africans being full of love, we think everyone is the same, like us, full of love.
Exactly.
Like
Yep.
people treat us the same way we treat each other, because I'm there working. Of course, I expect to be paid on time. I expect things to just flow as I expect, but we have not taught the racism that is really, really in here. So it's crazy.
In working conditions in the Middle East has been a thorn in the side of Kenya's labor force. Gina Kirori spoke to a 25-year-old who is currently stuck in Saudi Arabia and is desperate to come back home.
Oh,
When Patricia Wanja was cleaning the home of her Saudi Arabia employer, a gun placed on the coffee table sent chills down her spine, only adding to the web of trauma that she has endured in the weeks that she has been working as a domestic worker in the Middle East Kingdom.
I was just so terrified. I was just so
in,
terrified.
in the Middle East kingdom that was created by white people, a fake kingdom in the Middle East. I don't even call that shit no kingdom. Got it with that kingdom shit.
I just held it with a rag, the rag I was cleaning with, and I felt it was lighter and I just left it.
While Wanja expected to earn 30,000 shillings a month in Saudi Arabia, the agency that facilitated her employment, identified as Mahara Human Resources Company, ended up paying her 25,983 shillings.
I look at myself and I see the things going on, but when I remember that if I complain, I may be in prison, I just hold back. I just hold back in.
$25,000. Was that like
And
$200? Was that like $200 a month?
That's $250. Let's say that's $250 a month, and you're not doing like light work, because I do believe and understanding you're here as a slave. Just like I've seen, I don't understand the mentality that people have, especially when you're a maid. Because also, I'd say as much as I was treated good, some part of like me doing laundry and there's a washing machine didn't make sense. But I understand I'm not the one paying the electrical bills. I'm not the one paying the electrical bills. I get it. But it's just not cool, man. It's not cool to treat someone. There's something that can make the work
You gotta
lighter.
understand. Those are white people. Those are Caucasians, tend to be Arabs. They're cruel. They're Bob. They love it. Africans don't have to understand. They have to have real education. They get joy in being cruel, Joe. They get off on being cruel. So it's part of their makeup. So when they got your dumb African ass there, they get off. Cruelty is gonna be part of it because they get off on being cruel to you. It brings them joy and happiness to be cruel. So that's part of the package. They get off on that. We don't get off on treating nobody cruel. They do.
True.
You guys start learning that shit.
True. It's crazy because I believe, number one, you have to wake up very early in this kind of houses. Because I remember the time I was dating the guy who was working in Dubai at that time, you used to wake up at 4. You have to be up by 4. Sleeping, probably it's midnight. You'll be done with your work.
God damn. Midnight. And then get sleep for 4 hours for $200. I'm flying that Saudi Arabia for $200. Listen, no, I'm not. I'm good. You got me all the way fucked up.
You'll die here poor. You'll die here with no.
I figured something out.
But yeah, that's basically, you have to wake up very early. By 4, you're supposed to be up, sleeping. Literally, you're sleeping after the bosses have slept. That ensuring you've cleaned all the dishes. The house must sleep while you sleep while the house is clean. Like literally, you have to do. It's so crazy, man. Because I remember when I was a maid, I was working, but this is different because racism is involved. This is
Yeah.
totally.
if nothing is wrong. Mahara, please.
Wanja says that she has fallen ill during the weeks that she has been at her employer's home, but no efforts have been made to take her to any medical facility, which goes against the terms of her contract.
And they're gonna cry because she never experienced this kind of racism, this kind of hate. So she can't even process. So for
Another
her, it's trauma. She can't process it because she hasn't grown up around all this kind of racism. The Africans somehow, even though you were colonized, you haven't been taught the racism that your grandparents went through colonization. That hasn't been taught to you. So
Mm-hmm.
you go to these countries, you ain't understand the kind of racism, and that's why you traumatized. And that's the norm, how they treat African people. You like
So
all fucked up in the head. Why they treat me like this? Because you're black. That's why.
man, man. So this is another video. I wanna share like this is another lady from Kenya. The next one I wanna share is a ladies from Uganda. Others are from other countries. Like you can see, it's all over Africa where these leaders. And then you have Museveni
It's
Damas
Africa.
talking bullshit. Telling you how if you've never touched a million,
They've all, they're all failed, Joe. All the Africans are all failed. They're all failed. They're there. They're stupid, backward, and they're all failed. They're all corrupt, dumb failures.
it is crazy. So let me share this.
حطي هذا داخل اول حطي يلا حطيه طلعيه حطي حطي ذوبي حطي يلا حطي
What is she doing?
يلا حطي ماي يمكن اسكت على ايش يلا بابا شو استني شو بس ما
Guy, what is
What is he doing? What the hell is this? What's happening? Oh, I think the lights went off again. Shit. I think the lights went off.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Lights here. We don't know what's happening in Kenya. Lights, lights just go on and off anytime they want to. No explanation, nothing. You know.
Man, I gotta ask the more. We gotta get because we can't have no customers in that place and lights and shit go off. I gotta find out can we put a generator over there?
Yeah, you can. I think there you can because downstairs they have a generator. So every time lights goes off for them, they use a generator.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, because
I can't have that shit happen.
exactly a customer. It disappoints customers. Literally, I was had that shit happen to me when I was getting my nails done. Then you have to wait till lights are back because you can't go without nails. You know, it's crazy. But anyway, I was sharing this video and just got me also me fucked up here. The one I was just sharing. This lady's she's been forced to drink a used bloody sanitary towel.
What?
Yeah, let me zoom the video. This is just I had to I was just also saying what after
Ah,
it went off. I'm like, nah, this is not happening. But yeah, this is what we're seeing here. She's I think probably her used sanitary towel or I don't know, but from the trash to being told she should soak it with water and drink it.
see how white his leg
يلا
is?
حسن ماي.
That's what these are savages. You've been ruled by savages. See these right here, and they're doing it, and that's why they film it online. See, this is for you African men. That's why they do it, because these are acts of war, and you're too fucking stupid now to even know this. Anybody do this to your woman, this is an act of war. Act of war.
Shit. This is crazy, man.
بس تريد تخلص. حطي بعد كمان مرة شوف خلينا ننجح كمان مرة. لا لا عادي مرتي مش عندك. هو حالك على العرق. شربي أول مرة حطي جيبي حطي.
These are what the motherfuckers do. This is what your goofy stepmom. These are our brothers in Allah, sisters in Allah. All that old dumb shit.
Oh my goodness, that is so disgusting, and I feel so bad for that lady.
I don't feel bad for it. What a stupid ass kid for going over there. And she should have said, I'm not drinking that shit. They had to kill me.
Mhm. That's not cool, man. Damn. So this is another one. These are Ugandans. I think they were told to either strip naked. I'm not sure what's happening here, but let me share.
I, see, Joby calls them Ugandans. I call them Africans. Because
Yeah,
that
just
Ugandan, that shit
yeah,
don't make no difference because they see them all
right.
as Africans.
Exactly. Just it's just we're trying to make it. It's a
Yeah,
collective
I
where we
got
can
you.
see
Yeah, I got
Africa.
you. I got you.
Because of failed leadership, every African now is forced to go seek job opportunities outside the country, the continent. Every
And,
African.
and when these people come back in Africa, you treat them all good, all caring, but they treat you like shit. you know.
Kola ebyo byonna tetubifunira mu kiyumba naye ofiisi ate bakama baffe bakiriyalinga tudde Uganda ofiisi n'etukwata ng'eyagala tuggyamu ssente tusuubule baatugyeko tebatuwa mmere.
And this is why you get taken advantage. This is the docility. I want you to look at this. This is the docility of African people. You're docile, and that's dangerous to you. You're raised docile. You're raised scared of everything. You're not taught to speak up and have courage like a joke. You're taught to be a weak. You're taught to be fucking shitted on. It sound like down to the African young lady. I seen the African South African and me laughing. Say you white people want to go to want to go to America. You won't talk to our cousins, the black Americans, like you do us in South Africa. You're right, South Africa. They know we don't fuck around. You'll never see what? You'll never see an African American woman with no drinking no goddamn. They might be misbehaving, but they ain't drinking no damn bloody tampon. And even though we might be messing ahead, we say, well, that's war. We'll destroy every goddamn Arab business in our community. Showing that shit to us.
So let me share this, the last one, and then we get into Lingugi's video.
Right?
Now,
Okay,
remember,
they are lying.
remember, Lingugi was telling that Tunisian Arab, like that white Arab, oh, brother, you are brother. And what about we do brother in Africa, brother? Is that Tunisian dude to any of his white brothers to stop this shit here. Of course not.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Joe.
It's not an issue of rice, right?
You have no nothing to talk except you take me to the office. That is
Without any reason, right?
alas, that
And
is
that's why,
money.
and that's why they film it. They don't even feel scared to film it. See, if they feared you,
Right.
that's why they put no, they put this abuse on film so they can show the other Arab people the way they treat your ass.
Mhm.
They want this shown.
Why the agency they says it's a rice issue?
Everything they send it to you. Everything they send it to you on your phone. And even
What?
they talked with you, you told them that you give me the money and that yet you didn't give me my money.
No, I give you your money. We have a proof here.
Which money?
We have the proof.
The first month only. That is the list only.
Yeah.
But this 3 months, money.
Yeah. Okay. In this 3 months.
Months without salary. This is just so crazy, man.
No,
It's
they
just
get they don't even pay them because they don't have to pay them. Who's gonna make them? The goddamn African niggas ain't gonna do it. Their government ain't gonna make them. So most likely you're gonna get there and they're not gonna pay you. You will pay peanuts because there's no one to stop them from doing what they're doing.
It is sad, but I'd say again, yes, it goes back to literally again. We have the leadership, we have our parents. As much as, of course, they were not taught better.
They don't
But
know shit exactly. They don't know
yeah,
shit. So
if you secure my future as a parent, I won't be this desperate. Trust me,
yep.
I won't be this desperate. If you literally have a plan of what your kids can maybe get themselves involved in business wise, there's no way I'm going to think about going to the Gulf because you already secured my future, or you've already showed me the plan and the ways out on how I can build here in my country. I can start something from a small capital, but because we're not taught all these business ideas, all we're taught in school is it's just crazy,
So
man. It
you
gives me
taught the Bible.
exactly. This is mandatory. That's what you're supposed to be.
It's not just in kids, it's all throughout Africa. The Bible is mandatory. And nowhere else in the world is that shit taught in those schools.
When you travel, you must carry your Bible. Everywhere you go. When you travel, you gotta carry the Bible because you gotta
That,
be,
that indoctrination is crazy.
It is so sad, man, to see that this is the point we've really, really gotten ourselves. Because for me, as much as I'm blaming literally, of course, our system, it goes back to our parents. Because if I look at my condition, the desperation I had is because I have a living parent, but literally let me wander in the streets.
But he didn't know shit, Joe. You can't blame him if he's raised fucked up.
Will not put excuses of
Okay.
bad parenting
Okay.
anywhere. I'll
Okay.
never, ever. You're a bad parent. You didn't raise your children the way you're supposed to as a parent. You failed. You have failed. You have completely failed. I was not supposed to be going to knock in these offices because I have a father
You
who's
wasn't.
very okay.
You wasn't.
He could put me on other jobs, but no, he was the number one pusher of telling me, hey, you need to go to these Saudi Arabian countries. All you gotta do is we're gonna open the bank, we're gonna secure the money. Don't worry
And then he wants you to bring the money back to him.
exactly.
Work over there, craziest cat shit.
Yeah, so
That's evil.
it starts with our bad government coming back all the way to our poor parenting. That is what has happened in Africa today, where most of the people or most of our our parents literally failed to secure.
I agree.
You should have figured out a way. I don't care how. There's no
I
investment.
agree.
I
I
don't
agree,
have
Joe.
if my kids will not, they're gonna be suffering the same way I've suffered. Hell no. This is why I always say I'm not ready for a child. I don't care.
But you more, Joe.
This is
You're more
insane.
sophisticated. You're more mature.
Imagine seeing your child drinking some period pads, being forced to drink. This is the most disgusting shit I've seen today. What the heck? So, hey guys, welcome to another episode. And as always, we are going straight to the point. And if I told you the same church where the president donated 20 million Kenya shillings and pledged 100 million Kenya shillings, today hosted more than 5,000 Kenyan youths who are looking for employment. And you remember last time when he was in that church, he said, nitawaletea Dr. Alfred Mutua kwa hii kitu ya kazi majuu, ama kazi majuu, kazini majuu. And it's good because he gets to keep one of his promises. But then again, going back to realizing that you just donated 20 million and pledged 100 million, and now more than 5,000.
Number one, why do all the funds in terms of millions always go to church?
The churches, because it's a scam, Joe. Because same way Kofi Adada Doodle in Ghana was making that fake church and all that money. All of them do that because you're indoctrinated with a fake religion. And that's supposed to make you good. You know, you're kidnapping people, killing people. You know, the African mind is still wrapped up with that church shit. Why you give money to churches? You got no damn job. Why are you taking that money and reinvest that into some kind of job creation?
So because of this pledging of, he donated 20 million Kenyan shillings and pledged 100 million Kenyan shillings. We're discussing it could be a form or a way of also money laundering that has been happening, probably a scheme in Kenya, and we have no idea, or probably in Africa is how these churches probably are being used to, clean some money. And also looking at it, we have Kenyans. The youth have said this Sunday they're going to storm this church because there's no way the president can donate 20 million.
Exactly.
People turning here in thousands for seeking jobs. Where is this? What are these funds doing in the church and not being?
It doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Doesn't make any damn sense.
That is the question now. Because of that, the pastor of this church actually today in the morning was reported to he has resigned from the church. He's no longer a pastor.
Wow. Yeah.
Youth are coming on Sunday and in numbers. People in your own country are coming here to look for employment. Guys, if you can't see what's wrong with that statement, then I don't know if kama sisi wote tunaishi Kenya moja, because look at this footage. This right here, our brothers and sisters who want job placements in Gulf countries, right? So of course they've been promised job opportunities, drivers, you have plumbers, you have waiters, you have housekeeping, you have security, and to see them in such a condition where they woke up early in the morning because their country has no opportunities.
And you sit in the richest continent on the planet. Make it make sense. You sit on the richest continent in the planet, but you can't make jobs for nobody. But make it make sense.
It's insane.
The president stood proudly the other day and showed you how much money he has. And then some of us in these places maybe even had to borrow bus fare from relatives to be able to go into this church.
No cap. Probably someone has not even taken breakfast. In the name of going, they have to save that breakfast money to use it as transport so that they can come be recruited here, and probably won't even be recruited because maybe 10 people or 15 or 20 people get this opportunity.
That's true. Exactly. They don't even know 5,000 people. That means like Joby said, it means you are, fuck the parents, but you have failed as a government. Your government's a failure. This is what this showing. They failed. They failed the people.
It is crazy.
So that they can be able to be guided in this kazi maju, which many of the people are actually calling this modern day slavery. It's quite a sad
Exactly. Glad call a spade, it's slavery. That's what I called it. I'm glad you finally telling the truth, Africans. People get mad when I call a spade a spade. This is slavery. And this why them niggas in Africa sold out my fucking generations. Well, now I'm from Angola, we fought, but most of these other niggas from these other African kingdoms, the Negroes helped the white man enslave Africans. It's the same shit. So this shit here is modern day slavery. If you don't know that, we call it what it is. This is slavery. Go ahead, Joey.
take a look at a couple of images here so that I can also tell you why Kindiki proudly stated the other day that diaspora remittances have surpassed coffee and tea. Mark that. Let's just watch a couple of these images.
Ladies drivers,
Ladies drivers, where do we see them filming in Gulf telling us, oh, I landed this job opportunity as a driver and I'm paying? We don't see none of these videos.
Never. You don't know. How about you don't see none of those videos, Joby? But I'm living good. This is great. Never.
It's through these agents, we need to trust them. I landed the driver's job.
Yeah.
No, it's ladies who can suck maybe a dog's dick, and pardon my language.
That's right.
Who can breastfeed a dog, some puppies somewhere, who can sleep with snakes, who can get shitted on the face.
Get shitted on.
That's what you see.
Yeah.
Your agents, government agent, let not happen to. Yes. So
agents is the government, man. Agents, my food.
Supply chain, procurement, warehousing, please, what happened?
Imagine all these people, man.
All right, so I believe you just watched that, and I really want to ask you a genuine question, and this one has no judgment. If today someone came and said, you know what, Nancy, Kerry, Atieno, Wanjiko, their jobs in Gulf, right? And the salary is 30,000. It doesn't matter if you're a graduate. These are just, like jobs that anyone can actually do. If they came and told you there are jobs in Gulf countries, and these jobs will definitely pay you 30 to 40,000 Kenya shillings, would you leave or would you stay and take a chance in your own home?
Of course not. And that's why I go back to even whatever she just said, very well explained. They come and approach you, there's job opportunities, no skills. How am I going to be recruited as a driver with 0 skills? Make that make sense. Huh? Oh, driver, so you just do I have a driving license? I could have learned maybe driving and all that. Do I really have a driving license? Am I really, really well equipped to go for this? Do I really have the skills? A house girl. They want to assume everyone can do the house chores and no. Not everyone can do house chores. Not so many people know how to clean actually clothes using their own hands. Keith is one of them. Okay?
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. I'm not cleaning those clothes with no hands.
So you go there, you don't know how to do your job again. They start treating you bad. They start threatening you with a gun. Then
They already treat you bad because why? When you first get there, they always take your passport. Why are these people always taking your fucking passport? That's illegal. I go to country motherfucker, so let me have your passport. So you must be out your fucking mind. Out your fucking mind.
Like, honestly, this no judgment at all. If today you had their job opportunities and you can go to Saudi Arabia and earn 40,000 Kenya shillings per month, would you go?
No.
Well, if the answer is yes,
they're not paying you that no way, ladies. Stop. That's why your ass is dangerous. No judgment. They got no judgment. You know they're not gonna pay them that. Most of them are not gonna get paid. They'll get treated like shit.
But that's the amount they sell, literally. I think she's.
Of course, that's what they're gonna say, but they're never gonna pay them that because they don't feel like they need to pay them nothing, Joby. Almost nothing. If I tell a girl, I'm not paying you for a whole month, what's gonna happen? Ain't nobody gonna stop. Ain't nobody for them to get the money.
I remember I was told 35,000, and I was so excited. I was like, 35,000 a goddamn month. I was so happy because I was not planning to tell nobody this shit. Like I was making a silent move. So I'm like, hell yeah, all the money to myself. Like I ain't gotta send shit to nobody. I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm just gonna save my money and come back balling. But then something told me, you better dare not. You know your ass is scared. You better dare not. I
I took my shit and went back home.
Really, because I know a lot of people who would, and some of these people are just the 5,000 plus Kenyans that you just watched there. And what this communicates is that there are no job opportunities in Kenya. So what we are going to do, we are going to sell you this Kazi Maju initiative so that you guys can go and get jobs in diaspora. But what they will not openly tell you is that right now, Kenya's economy is at the hands of the people in diaspora. And that's quite a sad statement to make when I say Kenya economy now relies more on exporting its own people than its own goods. We have facts to be able to back that because
the money, because they're sending money back to Kenya for the families. Yes, exactly. It means Kenya doesn't really have an economy. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's what she's saying. Because you haven't built any factories. You haven't built any industries. So now it's better for you to export your people so they'll send their money back into the country to rotate into the economy. Because Kenya has created no real economy. No, so the numbers show that. Wow. You talking about complete governmental failure. This is crazy.
When the deputy president said diaspora remittances have surpassed traditional exports like coffee and tea, which actually means right now the country is getting more money from diaspora remittances as compared to our traditional exports, tea and coffee. You remember back then when Kenya was known for its beautiful coffee and tea? Well, let me shock you with a couple of figures here. I'm going to give you 3 years and just compare notes between the diaspora remittances, what we earned in the coffee sector and the tea sector. So in 2022, diaspora people remitted 495 billion Kenya shillings, right? In the same year, the coffee industry made 25 billion. So can you compare 495 billion to 25 billion?
Not even
and
close.
The tea industry made 138 billion. So who wins here? Of course, diaspora, right? Now, 2023, diaspora people remitted 671 billion Kenya shillings, right? Coffee industry did 32 billion Kenya shillings. Tea
is not even close.
180 billion Kenya shillings,
not
right?
Even close.
In 2024, because we don't have data for 2025 yet, the diaspora people remitted 640 billion Kenya shillings as compared to coffee, which made 36 billion, and tea 210 billion. At this rate, by the way, we need to put coffee aside because when you compare 495 billion in 2022 to 25 billion, when you compare the diaspora remittances and the coffee earnings, by the way, it's quite a shocker. Like, it's actually quite a shocker. The diaspora people remitted almost 20 times more than the coffee earnings in our own country. And they went ahead and remitted in 2024 almost 3 times more than the tea earning in our own countries.
But it goes back to understanding that we don't control none of these sectors, the coffee production, the tea production.
Oh, right, you don't even control, that's right. You don't even control that. That's controlled by white people who got the tea farms. You don't even control that. So you niggas have built no economy in Kenya at all that you control. That's why that's why you're so eager to be puppets. Because you've got no industry that you've created nothing of value.
Exactly.
That's fucking crazy.
And we have the United Arab Nations, of course, acquiring a land almost size of our country, remember, in the name of carbon emission. So it's crazy, man. Our economy is not doing any better.
So what does that communicate? That communicates that our industries are dead, by the way. You know, our industry are dead because
exactly. Pause it. Exactly. Not your industries are dead. You have no industries, lady. That's what. They're dead. Yeah, that means that. Yeah, that's what it means. You have no industries, and that's what that's showing. That means that these governments, for 60 years of independence, have been a complete failure. Because, like Joby said, you don't control the tea. You created nothing of value in Kenya. industry wise. This is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But see, you lucky your people don't understand this. The youth probably gonna get on. You lucky they don't understand that you motherfuckers have failed for fucking 60 years. You haven't built shit in the country. This is this is mind blowing to me. Good, Joe.
Coffee and tea and now horticulture and even tourism. I don't want to go there. We are not doing good. And when I tell you there's an agenda, this
Yeah.
government knows, by the way, they will not focus on what is happening in their own country. They will not focus on industrialization. They will not
They would have
focus on
said
creating
industry. They
employment.
would have said they would not end it because the white man then told these niggas, you don't no industry, nigga. Okay, white daddy. What you seen here is 60 years of fucking smoke and mirrors of failure.
Mm-hmm.
There are no industries. This blows my fucking. I said there's got to be two or three. That means there's no industries in Kenya. There's no development. Nothing's been built. What have you done as a government in 60 years?
Stealing,
Exactly.
and taking loans
Exactly.
and killing people, threatening
That's
people,
it.
silencing people,
That's
kidnapping
it.
people. Nothing.
Exactly it.
Nepotism, corruption, more nepotism and
And,
corruption.
that, and this is Kenya, so imagine how fucked up Uganda is. God damn.
Let's not even go there. Oh my God, let's not even go to Uganda, man. Shout to Maria and Set.
Because they know that will take them such a long time. If you have diaspora
Yep.
people remitting almost that much compared to some of our key sectors, such as coffee and tea, guys, I don't know. By the way, at this moment, let's just clap for people in diaspora, because if you guys decide we are not sending money back home,
We are done.
Kenya's economy is
Done.
dead.
Literally.
And that's
Exactly.
just bad.
That's what, exactly right. I said it's the money that they send back home that keeps Kenya going. That's what I just said. That means there's no industry in Kenya. It's all smoke and mirrors. So you're right, Lynn Google. You exactly right. But that means this Kenya's dead as a country. There's no economy. It's fraudulent. It's smoke and mirrors. Go ahead, Joby.
About it. If people in diaspora decide collectively this year
We're not sending
we are not sending anything,
And they,
not
and
even
they've been like Joby said, I'm keeping all the money for myself. Kenya will be fucked up.
I'll be poor, man. They'll be poor. Literally, everybody's gonna go broke. Trust me. Majority of us are relying on you guys. No cap. The businesses you create here, everything you invest in, that is basically where I'd say parts of Africa, how most of the Africans are surviving. I'd literally, because this is not Kenya alone. Like you said,
I'm from the UK. Hell no. What? This is all of Africa. It ain't no Kenya alone. It's all of Africa. There's been no industries built in Africa. It's Ghana, Nigeria. It's all of Africa. Gambia. Fucking only place he got industries building is Bikini Faso. That's why they keep trying to kill his ass.
Yep.
this year we are not sending anything, not even in a year, just say in a month. All of you in the WhatsApp group get together and say this month, let's not send anything to our loved ones back at home for projects, for personal use, for whatever use you are remitting the money for. Just decide collectively. This year, we are not going to send any back home and see Kenya's economy die right in front of the world. And when they are concentrating on these Kazi Maju initiatives, they know why they are doing it. And these Kazi Maju initiatives, they come with a lot of hidden costs, right? I know they said they will sponsor for visas, they'll do these passports zitatoka in 2 days.
Yeah.
Passports zitatoka in 2 days. Like honestly,
yeah, because that's what they.
That's why you get it in 2 days, because they need your ass to go out there and keep the Kenyan economy afloat. That's why you get your shit quick.
In the same country where people have had to wait for
Like a
passports for
year.
more than 6 months previously,
Exactly.
now you guys you are able to do it in 2 days because
Exactly.
they need this. They don't know what else to do. And that is why you'll see someone such as our deputy president Kindiki in Namibia busy taking photos and proudly stating that diaspora remittances have surpassed key industries such as coffee and tea.
Like, is there something you're supposed to be proud of? A whole deputy
No.
president, they're yapping bullshit about the failure of your own country. Oh, but they're all the same. He's yapping to the same failures as him.
Yep.
Guys,
Yep.
tea and
Exactly.
coffee used to be our pride. Like, I'm not even kidding you right now. Tea and coffee used to really be our pride.
Ma'am,
You have
especially tea.
people who depend on such sectors, and coffee kwanza keeps declining and declining and declining because there is no support mechanism even to these farmers in a country where, by the way, 70% of Kenya coffee comes from small farms. 70%. Hata hizi 25 billion, 32 billion, 36 billion that we are getting from coffee, this is coming from small farms. But if you see the rules and the lack of support that is given towards a small-scale farmers, oh my God, you will be surprised.
Exactly.
You will be surprised. They'll be told you can't do this, you can't maintain your seed sovereignty.
Yeah.
If we find you rearing sijui cattle and cats and whatever without a certificate or a license from wherever.
Exactly. They've come up with this bullshit. That is Ruto. You can't do this as a farmer. This is why you're seeing them trying to take control of even the farmers right now. As
Yeah,
they
because that's not them doing that. The white man. Those are white man's policies. To stop that. they're just puppets implementing it, but that's the white man's policy.
we blame Ruto.
The way we intimidate small-scale farmers in our country, the way we don't even give them any support. Let me tell you, there is no joy in knowing that Kenya is surviving at the expense of our people in diaspora.
That's crazy.
Those people go through a lot. Having traveled in different countries outside Kenya and documented shows in diaspora, I can tell you, it's not just a walk in the park. They go through a lot to even be able to send money back home. Yeah. And now your pride is in continue being in diaspora Kenyans. This is where we are getting our money from. They will push it because if you're having such crazy figure from diaspora alone,
they haven't built anything.
Oh my God, then wafanye nini? That is why they will not care about value addition. That is why I have constantly said that they would rather watch pixies rotting in farms, mangoes rotting in farms, tomatoes rotting in farms. They would rather not even support the processing, the marketing, and the payment plan of these small-scale farmers who are doing coffee. They will rather just intimidate them because working in diaspora is the easiest way for us to get money right now as a government. If that doesn't scare you, if this
it's just scare the shit out you. It means your country is not. It means this shit is great. It means you haven't produced any industries in 60 fucking years. This is great. Like Joby said, it means your country's been nothing but a criminal organization. It's not a government. That means it's been just stealing and killing and stealing. What?
Yep.
This shit is crazy. Hey, you're right, Lynn Google. This should scare the shit out you.
The morning, like these are graduates, and I don't have any issue with, like honestly, me, I don't have any issue with non-skilled jobs because I've done them and I know anyone can do them. But then why did you take these people to school? You have parents who struggle to take their kids through college, university. You have university graduates there waiting to go and work as dishwashers, as
the problem is Lingugi, because when you get an African diploma, it's not respected outside of Africa. They don't believe in your educational system. So that paper you got in Africa is worthless unless you start using it in Africa. But you can't take no African degree and take that shit nowhere. It's like toilet paper. You might as well wipe your ass with that shit. Because no one respects your institutions in Africa. So you get a degree and think you're going to go somewhere outside of Africa and use it. You fucking crazy as cat shit. It's okay, where'd you go to school at? Oh, I went to the University of Nairobi. All right, nigga. Grab this, grab these dishes over here and take that rag and get to washing.
Literally, that's why we see maybe the Africans who are a little bit educated about that, they'll go fathom their education actually outside the African continent so that they can be able to get these jobs. Maybe
Yeah,
they're
yeah. They got to,
yeah,
they got to, they got to go to college outside of Africa. No one respects African institutions. That's what she's
exactly,
talking about. Because
exactly.
you get a college degree in Africa, fucking, unless you're going to use it in Africa, which you should, it's worthless outside of Africa because it's not going to be, it's not going to be given any respect
Yeah,
because you as a continent haven't gotten any respect. So they said you're gonna be like, yeah, I graduated at the top of my class in Nairobi. Oh, did you? That's good. Now pick up them dishes, nigga, and grab that rag and put your
period.
foot, wash them
Yeah.
dishes.
I said
And we're
there's a
gonna pay,
problem in
and we're
this
gonna,
chat.
and we're gonna, and we're gonna pay you $1 a day.
I
$1 a day for
said
all these dishes. That's
Yep,
right, $1.
yep.
there's a problem with this church, and I will say it again, and I will not hold back because also, are you telling me as a government you don't have a government structure where people would have shown up today and be guided on what to do? You
Exactly.
have so many random people coming in. Ni
Exactly.
paperwork gani tunafanya leo ya 5,000 people yenye tutafanya leo na tumalize?
Exactly. You can't sort 5,000 people in a day. You're just lying to people. And of course, if it man, this is just so crazy. Anyway,
Like honestly, ni paperwork gani tunamaliza? By the way, going even in Gulf, whether you want to go to Qatar, Dubai, there are so many things involved. There's the interviews, by the way. You gotta be interviewed here by the agency.
then there.
Maybe the company out
Then
there that
there.
wants you will also set up a meeting.
Yeah.
You have to go through medical,
Yeah.
of course, the paperwork,
Yes.
all these things. And I know definitely. Leo kama watu labda waliitishwa 1K ya paperwork ya nini. These things, as a country, what I'm saying is we shouldn't be able to rejoice, knowing very well our country's economy is at the hands of the people in diaspora. That is actually a sad state of affairs. That is a sad state of affairs. I saw somewhere someone had said, we have this, in diaspora, we have 3 million Kenyans, and they are making all this money, right? In the tea industry, we have 1 million Kenyans making 1.5 billion against the $4 billion by the people in diaspora. Horticulture, they are making less $1 billion. Tourism, where we have decided that we are going to market Kenya as a tourist destination and not tell people about the evils that are happening in this whole tourism romance that we guys have inherited as a country, without
Well, what's
telling
the
people
evil?
how
What's the
poorly
evil
those
shit?
people are paid.
What's the evils about what's the evils about the tourism thing, Doobie?
Maybe the evil, of course, probably, of course, we've seen right now the national parks, of course, being mined. That's the one of the evils. Secondly, there's we're not making any profit of actually, I'd say, in tourism. I don't think
Probably
Kenya
not. Yeah,
any
that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. You're not making because that's why it's not even listed.
yeah.
It's below coffee and tea, so it's not even. You're not right. It's not even making no money with that shit. You're right.
And that should be the number one thing that actually is making our economy thrive because we have
Every,
guest back.
it shouldn't be the number one, but it should be big. Yeah.
Exactly.
What you are doing in the name of these conservancies. If I start talking about conservancies right now, obviously, all of us are going to snap. And I want to encourage everyone to continue talking about conservancies because look at it this way. Let's go back. My goodness, if Kenya used to be a destination of coffee and tea, people, not a destination, used to be a great exporter of coffee and tea. We used to make a lot of living from coffee and tea alone, right? But you have decided that you are going to lease hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres of Kenyan soil to one person in the name of conservancy, where you as a government can be able to run government coffee industries, government tea industries. Why do we have all these conservancies around? Why can't we plant tea and coffee? Why can't the government invest in what used to work for us?
Because they don't want to. That's how the system has been created.
Exactly.
Poverty, as we export and make 0.0000000 nothing.
And me, I don't even blame anyone who has decided to pluck those coffee and teas from their farms. Because in a country where you are main exporter of coffee, why is it that the value addition has not been done here?
Exactly.
Kenyan coffee in its greatest form, I'm going to buy it in Paris, or you're going to buy it in Australia. So expensive.
Very.
By the way, what you guys get here in Mabakisho too, the rawest of it is outside there. But you know what they will do? They will sell it as beans. They will sell it as beans because we are allergic to value addition.
You don't know how to value. Exactly. You're supposed to refine it. Exactly. Instead of this shipping minerals, you turn the beans into coffee and get the added value of it. And that's what's hurt Africa. No added value. Like she's saying, you're right. There's no industries. You haven't created no goddamn industries. Go ahead, Joe.
So you have a country where just a few years back, coffee and tea was the backbone of our economy. And that's why I'm saying start having these conversations on conservancies. There's a lot of land in our country.
But that was bad too, Lynn. Your economy's got to be diversified. It ain't supposed to be just on no coffee and tea. Are you out your fucking mind? You might have a fucked up harvest one year or some years. No, you're supposed to take that and then to take the money, but then diversify your economy, put it into electronics, into all kind of different industries. You diversify your economy, so if something goes down, you're not affected because something else takes up that slack. Yeah. You gotta diversify that economy. You start making computers and cars and boats, and you gotta set up industry.
I agree, but they support the skill because we can see they don't even want to hear innovators pop in Africa. They're gonna say they stole that shit from China. There's no innovator. Your own people not supporting you. It's crazy. Shut your whole dream down. And you're trying to make the economy thrive, but nah, this is a wrong structure. It's going to destroy the economy now. We don't need this one. We need the one that has been working and not working at the same time.
To wrong people in the name of conservancies. These people are making billions of dollars in those conservancies doing whatever it is that they are doing.
They're mining. What are they doing? They're mining you. And those fake conservatives, what they're talking about, whatever they do. They're mining illegally and stealing Kenya's wealth. Their gold, their cobalt. I don't know how many minerals Kenya got. That's what they make them fake conservatives. Conservatives to steal shit out of the ground and give it to the cracker.
Sabuyaraka, by the way, guys, today we had 5,000 people in that church looking for employment. So say these conservancies, because Laikipia, as we aired in our stories previously, 48% of Laikipia is owned by almost 10 individuals.
What?
48% of the land in Laikipia is owned by almost 10 individuals in the name of conservancies. Sinisawa, so we are there. So you have this land that is hundreds of acres, and you have these 5,000 Kenyans today who are going to look for employment outside Kenya. So now let me ask you a question. What prevented Ruto with his small 120 million from even putting up? What is preventing? Leave Ruto, he's an individual. The government now, what is preventing the government from starting things in these places they've given out for free, where these 5,000 people can come and work. What is our obsession with job exportation? You are telling people job exports, sasa munatuuza ni kama sisi ni mayai. Like, by the way, Sai, don't be shocked, because if I'm pretty sure we will start even going to work for Philippines. We will start going to work for Philippines. There is nowhere you will not find Kenyans. You are going to find that.
Nigeria. We are about to be Nigerians.
And the funny thing about the Philippines are considered. I shout to somebody who said that the Philippines are considered the niggas of Asia. They're the poor people. So now you're gonna start working for the Asian niggas who are poor, because they ship the Filipinos everywhere in Asia to do the work like they do Africans, ship them in the Middle East. The Philippines. That's why I was in Japan. I said, wow, these Filipinos up here. And my Japanese girl, those are the housekeepers. Yeah. I said, why don't you guys do Japanese do it? Oh, we don't do no housekeeping. We got Filipinos to do that shit. It's like I said, we got niggas to do that shit.
Yeah, but let's not forget also we had some Kenyans being taken to Cuba. I mean, look at Cuba. And then we have Cuban. Come on. So don't be surprised, like she said, if you see them in Philippines. If we go to Cuba.
That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. Hey, what's the GDP? Hold on, Joey. What's the GDP of the Philippines? What's the GDP? Is the Philippines poorer than Kenya? It used to be. I don't think it is now. A lot of people have moved there.
437 billion.
So now they're richer. Okay, so now they're richer than Kenya. What's the GDP of Kenya? Like 200 billion?
What? 108 billion. So
108? That's it?
Yeah, that was 20.
The Philippines is richer than goddamn, and we consider the Philippines poor as hell. That shit, they richer than Nigeria now. Remember, the Philippines is where they were sticking dicks in walls and shit. And I'm still poor people. God damn. Wow. Philippines is 4 times richer than Kenya now. That's crazy.
Yeah, so don't be surprised.
Where left,
right, I bet not.
Because what you are communicating to people is you cannot make it in this country unless you exit. Because what you are communicating to people is you cannot make it in this country unless you move out of this country. Kenya is no longer a place where you can finish school and come back and work. No, Kenya is not a place where you will get your degree and say, let me go and look for a job.
No.
The first thing you will do is, let me go look for a job in Australia, Saudi, Canada. And the restrictions in these other places is crazy. Maybe Saudi and the Gulf countries, they are not as detailed as you trying to even get a job in Australia. Australia alone, unless you are a skilled migrant, you are going to have to go through the education system. And which, by the way, if I finish
they're not going to accept your education. Exactly. You can't come to America, Australia, New Zealand. They won't accept your African education. That's what you. Glad you said that, thank you. You might as well wipe your ass with that shit. I've studied it. At Nairobi. Yeah, take it and wipe your ass with it, because it's worthless. Now that you're here, we might need some Uber drivers. I get in that car and go be a taxi driver, nigga.
Able to get a job, or if you are lucky, as I said, skilled migrant, you're going to get a job from here, and then you're going to travel to Australia with your family. You cannot just go to Australia and say, I'm looking for a job. You can't go with a visit visa the way people do in Dubai and start tamaking and start looking for a job. You have to be able to go there as a skilled migrant, right? So the easiest place, and just the other day we said, Saudi Arabia is the third country on the list, on the list when it comes to remittances in Kenya, diaspora remittances in Kenya. It's third on the list after US and UK. And honestly, if these things are not the ones that are going to frustrate us as Kenyans, there is no way you will stand in a pulpit and donate 20 million Kenya shillings and pledge another 100 million shillings, and then a week, even not a week, less than a week later, you have almost 6,000 unemployed people in that same church
Man,
meeting like agents
it
for.
is so disrespectful, man. These people should even be
It
mad.
is.
We should be, they should be demonstrating there, calling Ruto must go. Like, we should just cause drama and be chaotic so we can make this man understand we don't care about your money. Can you give us what is working? Can you just provide job opportunities for Kenyans? This is so disrespectful. 20
Yep.
million, and then
Yep,
I
it
go to
is.
the same place where there was 20 million in cash given, and I'm
Uh-oh. Oh, lights went off. They shut the lights off on Joby. Oh shit. Here we go again. I don't know if the lights are gonna come back on tonight or not. Lights then went off. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Myron? How you doing, Bill Mosquito? How you doing, Michelle? Yep, the lights are gone. They said, not today with your shit. Shut the lights off. Lights are off. Not today with your shit. I said, Joby makes it back in another 5 minutes. If not, I'll wrap it up myself. Lights have been off all week. We ain't been able to do one damn show. This whole damn week. We didn't get to do. I was supposed to do. How's the white man made 7, 8, 9? So today, Joby don't do that show today. Lights is off Monday, Tuesday. No, Joey was sick Tuesday and Wednesday. Now lights back off again. Shit crazy. I don't know why my damn voice is so hoarse. Shit, I ain't did no damn shows this week except for the ones with Joby. I ain't did no damn Africa Today show. Oh, wait for 3 more minutes till Joby pop back up in here. Oh, shit. I don't know if Joker's gonna make it back, guys. I don't know if that it went off one time during the show and it came back on. Might not come back on today. Oh shit. These best comments. What do you mean what's going on with the power? It's Africa. What's going on with the power? The power went out. Tell me what's going on with the power? It's Africa. What are you talking about? What's going on with the power? It's Africa. What's going on with the power? It's Africa, Michelle. That's what's going on with the power. It's Africa. That's what's wrong with it. What's wrong with the power? It's Africa. That's what's wrong with the power. Uh, Hit and miss. You know, it's been acting up all week this week. Remember the power? We couldn't do no show Friday. Power went up all day Friday. I mean, Monday. Yeah, because it's Thursday now, right? Yeah, that was all Monday. The power went off. Yeah, all day Monday. Yeah, the power went off all day Monday. And then, yeah, I think it was on. What happened Thursday? I mean Tuesday. What happened Tuesday? Might have been off Tuesday. I can't remember what the fuck happened. I think it was off Tuesday too. While we do the show. Yeah, it was off Tuesday. It was off Tuesday too. That's why I remember I told Joby to go home. All right. And yesterday Joby was sick. Yeah, so she was sick yesterday. Yeah, so yes, the power went off Tuesday too. So, Africa. It was off all day Tuesday. God damn. Your bill is I don't live up north. Your bill is $700 for 1 month. My bill's high as fuck too. And I'm in Florida. And I don't even be home. I don't even be home. My bill's like $200. $200 plus dollars, like $250. I don't even be fucking home. Like maybe a day, sometimes 2 days a week, maybe. If I'm lucky. That shit was like $250. Like, I don't even be fucking home. As if I was home, that shit would be high. Damn. $700. Shit. So you tired of power going off? Yeah, I gotta check my things. I'm pretty sure she went. That shit went off Tuesday. I remember. Okay, she back. There you go. She back.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Uh,
back.
Power. He thought Michelle asked me what's going on with the power. I said it's Africa.
Yeah, man, it's our lights here. We, like I said, we don't know what's happening. We're dealing with Ruto.
I
Our
know.
economy is fucked up. Our
Was
lights
that
are
was
fucked
that
up.
was that Tuesday? Wasn't it Tuesday the lights went off too? That was Tuesday, right? It wasn't
Yesterday,
yesterday. No, was that yesterday too?
yesterday we didn't have lights the whole day. Remember, afternoon
Was that,
the lights went off after my show when I was doing my show. Literally,
yeah, that was yesterday?
yeah, that was yesterday. Now today, and then
Okay.
suddenly we have
But
lights.
that okay, so it was yesterday with the show. But then we okay. So when did you guys go to the place? That was Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, my days off. But so yes, I thought y'all went yesterday. So that was Tuesday. Y'all went to the place. Damn.
Yeah.
I was because I know the lights have been going off. I wasn't sure. Okay, Jim Skip. So it was yesterday the lights went off. I thought it was Tuesday the lights went off. I mean, yeah, and they went yesterday to that damn place. So it was yesterday the lights went off. Then shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bachelor to Joe Mosquito, I see you. Karibu Sana. Sister Michelle, I see you. And yes, we're literally coming to the end of today's show. The rest of the
Yeah.
documentary is just a few minutes, which, of course, Lynn is explaining about how our economy is not doing amazing. Of course, we can see we have no industries created, nothing. We're literally just
That's
loosely
all.
taking.
That's all Africa.
Mhm.
Remember, they don't see as you create industries, you make everybody else poor. It's everything comes out of Africa. That's why they want you to ship your raw materials to them, to their industry, so they can create jobs for their people.
Mhm.
They make money while you stay poor.
It's crazy, man. But as we get to wind up, he has of course come forth to also explain about the 100 billion. Let me read this. They're saying that President William Ruto has denied claims that the government spent more than 100 billion Kenyan shillings, about 800 million US dollars on the Social Health Authority, which manages health insurance the country, vowing not to abandon the program. Earlier, the Rural and Urban Private Hospitals Associations of Kenya urged the government to establish a sustainable health financing model to prevent an impassive over unpaid health insurance bill from escalating. And the group said that the current structure under the SHA was overly complex and impractical. And since the introduction in 2024, the new healthcare scheme has expressed challenges, leaving some MPs questioning its efficiency. These people are just stealing our money, man. Ruto is just pocketing our money, taking more
Yep.
land, again, more nepotism, more corruption, killing other people, putting people who can favor him in the next election. That is what we're seeing right now. And that's how for the last 60 years, as we can see why our economy is not doing great. That's all they have been doing. Taking loans, stealing money, putting all heavy taxes on Kenyans.
Exactly.
Nothing is happening in terms of
That's
development
crazy.
of the country. It's
Exactly. Because
sad.
they don't. Exactly. You should have been started developing. And that's what Ghana was doing in the beginning. They're making all these industries. That's why they killed Kwame Nkrumah. As soon as they murdered, threw him out of power. So they got rid of his ass. All the industry stopped. Why would the industry stop? They were making money and hiring other Africans from outside of Ghana because they wanted it to stop.
Mhm. Exactly. Anyway, we're coming to the end of today's show, family. I see StreamYard has changed. I don't know. I'm halfway. I don't know. His StreamYard has kind of changed. But anyway, we're coming to the end of today's show. Thank you so much, everyone who has been able to catch up with the conversation of today. For those who shall be catching this on a replay, Rumble, BitChute, and everyone, of course, on YouTube, I hope you guys leave your comments behind. Don't talk your shit on Rumble like Kenny. You always talk your shit, so we're used to it.
Who?
Talking
Who be talking shit on Rumble?
people, no people on BitChute. I mean
Me,
BitChute,
I
not
bet
Rumble.
you. Yeah.
People,
I about to say you ain't been on Rumble in a minute.
Yeah, today we are live on Rumble, we are live on BitChute, we live everywhere. But yeah, Sasantini Sana once again for being with us. I hope you guys enjoy. For those who shall be catching this on a replay, download our app on the Google Play Store if you'd love to listen to much more of the conversation, music in the morning with Shmani and Iwaton. Me tonight on the Culture Show. Of course, sometimes the shows we're not airing them maybe on YouTube, exclusively on our network and the rest of the platforms. So ensure
Yeah.
you have the app, and of course,
Have,
get yourself some
have you
amazing sound
guys
as
also
well.
let me say something, Joe. So also, guys, on the TV, if you guys on your TV, Roku, whatever you're at, also on the app, all 6 versions of Where Did White People Come From are up and running. All six
Period.
versions are up there. So
Period. Yeah, so in case you
yeah,
miss the shows, you can turn on the TV and you can be able to catch the show on a replay on the TV segment. So much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys later on the reaction time with me and Shmani.
peace.
Peace.
Damn, $700, $700 a big ass bill, Michelle. My electric bill is high as hell too, but $700. That's why I don't live up north. I can't. I don't know how you guys live up north. That shit, man, $700. Shit.